Hello and welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm gonna compare these two amazing model cars by the Norev in 1/18 scale diecast, and one is a Mercedes AMG GTR, which is the original version, and this one is a Black Series. So this one is limited to 2,000 unit only. So this is quite unique and special. This one has been out in the market for over a year now, and this one is very new. And so let's check this out and compare the two different models and see what you think of it. Now, personally, I feel like this green one is heavier. I don't know why, considering that this is an older model and it doesn't have the opening boot here, but it is a lot heavier than this car. And so I know where the die cast is being used, and it's just ridiculously heavy. This is like, I think this is over a kilo for sure. This one is considering that this is the latest and newer, and somehow this is a bit lighter. So let's measure it up in a second. So first thing first, let's look at the front of this car. So the front looks really cool, and I really like the look of both of them. So you can see the Mercedes logo on here is quite glossy, and on this one is kind of hollow. And also the grille here, and the orange one is quite spread out, and then the green one is kind of close together. All the grille, all the bars are very close together. And the bumper is very different. You can see the bumper on here is very different style to this size. And this size you have the little fins on the corner, and then the bumper, the spoilers and all this stuff is like kind of like wider and kind of noticeable. You can see, and this one is that you cannot see at all. So that's one major difference with the front bumper. So this is definitely wider, much more aggressive, feel like a really big mouth, and then here is like a bit thinner and much more subtle, I would say. And on the bonnet this is where the major difference is, and everyone will notice that straight away. So you can see here plain simple, and there isn't anything crease or anything much here, but on here it's like quite noticeable air intake, all the all the little fins on the body as well as the bonnet. So there are quite a lot going on the engine bay. This is where the huge major difference is between these two cars. And so the top is the same, and you got nothing here. It's all plain on the green one, but on here is that you got a little bit crease in the middle, and that's about it. So that's the front and the top. And let's look at the back and also the size. So let's do the size here. So if you compare the side by side here, so you can see the brake disc and caliper on the green one is the brake disc is so glossy and so shiny and feel like a premium quality here. But on the orange one, it's just simple plastic. So I don't know why they cut down the cost on that brake disc, quality, but nevertheless, it's alright, and I'm happy with it. And also the alloy wheels are different. So you can see the alloy wheel on the green one is like looks normal, okay, but on here it's a bit more wider somehow. The middle part is go deeper, and then all the spokes are kind of spread out, more aggressive on the back and also the front as well compared to the green one. And also this intake on the side vents is also very different. So this one is quite noticeable, and you got this underneath the spoiler as well. The side skirt, I would say, is very different from this one. Gosh, this green one is heavy. I don't know why this is heavier than the orange one. I have no idea. And you can see this one on the side is very subtle, and there is no noticeable side skirt. And the air vent on this side is very different as well, so compared to the orange one on here. So yeah. And the back is this is where the speak volumes, I guess. So you can see the back is huge different, and the exhausts are 4 of them, all right, so on here, on the E2 on each side, and then you got 2 in the middle, 1 on each of this bumper. So that's the difference. And the spoiler is also very different. So this is a lot bigger and much more aggressive than the green one. So the green one is more like a road car, and this is more like a track car on an orange car. So so that's one huge difference. The side of this vent is also huge different on the orange one. Orange one is bigger hole, than this one is very thin. So yep, that's the profile of the back here. So what do you like more? Personally, for everyday car, I say the green one is much more subtle on the road, and this is definitely a track car. If you want to race, and this one is more powerful and more aggressive, I would say, on everyday road. So there we go. In size here, I think it's not much different, but it's a lot more black on this orange car here, and then the green one. So let's look at the green one in a minute. So let's open this up, and I see more silver use of interior and with a green stitching around it, which is very nice, and I like this more. And also you got green stitching on the door as well, which is nice. But here's you got nothing on the door. It's just very plain and simple. So I think the interior for the green one is better than the orange one. So there we are. So let's measure this up. Which one is heavier? My gut feeling at the moment is that orange one is lighter than the other one. And hold on. Okay, let's measure this up. So the orange one go first. And 870. Wow. Okay, this is a bit light. And the green one, here we go. The green one is definitely over a kilo, and you can see that. So as I suspected, the green one is heavier, despite the fact that this one is not even opening part on the back. And yeah, I don't know why this one is heavy, and maybe they use die cast somewhere else, but I can't see anything else different compared to the the orange one here. So and the knee there also a bit different. So you can see here is very hollow on here maybe, and here is very different. So yeah, there we go. So which one do you like the look of more? You can put the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I hope this is a helpful video. If you want to make up your mind whether you should get this new one or not, I hope this video gave you a little bit better ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.